this review. Later today, I'm going to post the key to it. So how on earth Madeline doesn't turn it in tomorrow completely filled in, that I don't know. Apparently so. Hopefully she'll have it handled. So I'm not going to actually go over each of these. I'm not going to go over any 1 steps. I'm not going to go over any 2 steps. The only ones I do want to discuss, the most commonly missed thing on the checkpoint, specifically, I remember someone from table 4 missing this, is that to get rid of a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. It depends. I don't know. I really heard it from her too, but she is closer to me, so I don't know. We're not gonna let that one go. When we say reciprocal, if this one's negative, then the reciprocal would be negative. But if our original fraction is positive, then our reciprocal would be positive. Reciprocal literally means the flipped fraction. So in number 5, we would need to multiply both sides by that flipped 2/3. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3/2. Perfect. You know what? 4 and 3 can both add a point. So that's the second time they've like in unison answered things. Okay, so the whole reason we multiplied that is because the 3's cancel out on the left, the 2's cancel out on the left. We just have x equals, and then I need a number.
14.
And Matthew's group can have a point.
What?
It's 30 over 2, which is 15.
30 over 2?
10 times 3 over 2 would be 30 over 2, which is 15. For those of us, and fractions have never been our friend, if that's... No, I mean, I should say... No, yeah. If you're having a day with fractions, because trust me, it's one of those days where I just can't seem to get math done, you can always ask your calculator how to do a fraction. If you press, it has to be a fancy one like mine, but if you press alpha then y equals, you can type in a fraction. So if I'm wanting to type in 2/3 and then times 10, I literally can, and my calculator can do it for me. I did 2/3 instead of 3/2. Great, Miss Compton. Great. So I did not multiply by the reciprocal. 3/2 times 10. And your calculator can do fraction math for you, just so you know. It's alpha y equals if you borrow one of mine. Okay, and I'm not going to do number 6, but I will go to number 7. What am I supposed to multiply by on number 7? And your group can have a point. Again, we're multiplying by the negative because our original was a negative. Because we don't want to end up with a negative k, we just want to end up with k. So the 6's canceled out, the 5's canceled out, a negative times a negative is a positive, so we just end up with k equals something. Negative 10, because we would have had negative 60 over 6, which is negative 10. But again, if fractions are where your brain goes haywire, alpha y equals, and the calculator can fix that for you. Okay, after looking at everyone's checkpoint, that's the only thing I'm concerned with, is that some people, I think they knew to multiply by the reciprocal. I think they're just scared to because they hate fractions. It's going to be okay. Embrace it. Otherwise, this is for you. Posting the key later. Good review for a quiz that is coming up tomorrow. Okay, we have 3 math workshop problems to do, and then you get to have a little fun with your group. And when I say a little fun, you know me, it's going to be organized fun, but fun nonetheless. I'm needing help with my math workshops. Oh, and I'm really excited because Table 1 never gets to do that. So go ahead, Table 1. Oh, yes. I don't know.
I got x squared minus x minus 6.
X squared and then what?
Minus x minus 6.
Okay, I love her for that. Add a point for your group. I love her for that because she knew to, what's the acronym she's using? Table 2 can have a point. She knew to FOIL. She knew to FOIL. As a reminder, in case you're needing help with FOIL, FOIL was first, outer, inner, last. So first, x times x was x squared. Outer, 2 times x is 2x. Inner, negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then last, negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. When she combined those like terms, she got x squared minus x minus 6. What I love about her is that she just went straight to that final answer. Now, I've explained it this time, and because I'm the teacher, I'll explain it if someone asks me again. But to be honest, we shouldn't, at this point in our lives, have to draw in those arrows. We shouldn't even have to write that line. We should go straight to the answer in our heads because we know the outer and the inner tend to be able to combine. Okay, so I'm looking for help with number 2. Does anyone know that? Yes, dear?
Is it 3u squared plus 13u plus 4? 14. Or 14, yeah.
So what else are you asking about?
Right here.
Let me get an
It's
assist.
written down.
Assistant points.
Is it?
Yeah, it is written down.
Let me get an assist.
There's no reason for it.
Okay, you can have a point. Okay, if y'all can keep up with halves, you can have half. Okay, so not you then. I assisted. So, yes, does anyone need me to explain how we got the 13u? Okay, so again, the first was 3u squared. You're good with that. The outer was plus 6u. The inner was plus 7u. And the last was plus 14. So in his head, he just went ahead and added 6 plus 7 is 13. I know you're like, Miss Compton, that's really silly. I can write it down on my paper. And yeah, you can, but I thought our whole goal with us trying to get prepped for the ACT and stuff is time management. That's saving us a couple seconds. You can add 6 and 7. Okay, and then we're doing number 3. And then if you're trying to be an overachiever and help your group tomorrow, you can go ahead and work the next couple because you know what's coming next. I'm needing help with number 3. Any volunteers? Oh, good. Thank goodness. I was concerned. Your group was too quiet. Go ahead. Yes, please.
8q squared minus 6q plus 4.
Okay, so first you got 8q squared. Outer negative 2q. Inner negative 4q. 2 and 4 is 6. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. That's perfect. Again, I know it's been a while since you foiled, but the faster we can do it, the faster we can reach an answer and move on with our lives. Okay, tomorrow's quiz, I'm keeping my life simple. I'm trying to keep yours and my life simple. It is literally just 1 step, 2 step, some reciprocals, but just genuinely just 1 2-step equations, not these multi-step equations. But since I know you can handle this, and since you are in a group for a reason, today's main event is the maze you see around the room. Now, here is one reason I hate mazes. I hate it when everyone just copies the one person. So the cool thing is, you can start at any point and still complete the maze. So for instance, Eric's group is closest to the number 4. Surely Eric's group is going to work problem 4 first. Whereas Jacqueline's group is closest to 6. Surely they're going to work number 6 first. Or they can work number 1 first. Whatever. You're going to start with the problem you're closest to. So 4 takes 6, that's done. Do they start with 7? Do they start with 5? Who knows?
Where do we start?
If I were you,
2.
I would start here.
Oh.
Okay, so I have a key that is basically a giant circle. So if you start at problem 6, I just follow the circle around and see what you should end up back on. You'll know you're done when you, it's like a maze, so you make a loop. You'll know you're done. If you start on problem 9, if you end back up on problem 9, you're done. If you don't end up back on problem 9 and you have some empty boxes, something went wrong. Okay, now you do get to work with your group. However, and I'm going to move each group. Jake, how many points does your group have?
0.
0? I'm willing to add 5 points to every group, no matter where you are right now. But this is how this is not going to work. If your group is on the nerves, you're not going to get your 5 points. How are you going to get on the nerves? Talking really loud. Now, I get you have to whisper. And like Alan can quietly tell Tyler, hey, subtract 5 from both sides. But my God, if I can hear her and she's over at problem 5 in that back corner, we got this, the problem. Okay, is everyone on the same page? You should be able to finish this before you leave the room. If not, you probably want a little assistance from me. If you get stuck, come see me. Otherwise, I'm going to say go ahead and begin.